Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Welcome aboard, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Today we're sitting at Brisbane, and we are flying to Cairns, about a 2-hour airtime flight. And this is the second last of our round trip that originated in Papua New Guinea at Port Moresby. And after this sector to Cairns, we'll have one more sector to close the circle back to Port Moresby. Not sure when we'll do that flight. I've been doing these very spaced out. I think I noticed that an air rack was at least 3 air racks ago for the crossing, I think, from Brisbane to Wellington. So that was about 3 months ago. Anyway, we're getting set up. We have 186, that's a full complement of passengers on our Bonza aircraft, the defunct airliner that lived just over a year, but we still fly. And we have all 4 aircraft that they ended up with. Okay, we're being accompanied today by Captain Chris, and I gotta raise it. I told him I'd call him when we were ready to start working on preparations for pushback. Let's see. Okay, so we've boarded the passengers, and looks like we've closed the doors, so we can retract the air bridge, the jetway, some people prefer to call it. Upper jetway. And checking our audio systems here. GSX settings. Audio. Yeah, that looks good. And audio settings, what else? Oh, let's check the audio settings in the sim itself in the P3D. looks good too.
We're checking 1-9 left.
1-9 left, yep.
Okay.
And 1-5 on the way into Cairns.
Yeah, got that all set up already.
Okay, so ground power available. Let's just start the APU. Starting up APU.
Alright, bridge is off, and I've called for the pushback truck.
Okay. APU on, APU bleed on. Alright.
I keep getting disconnected from VATSIM. Oh, delete that.
Have you tried switching to a different server?
You can't now. It's automatic in the server.
Hey, full disclosure, you're live on a live stream right now.
Oh, cool. I can swear as much as I want then.
Don't make me work to edit stuff out, just like when I was flying with David.
He's such a vulgar person.
Okay, so APU is started up.
See, now nowadays you can't select the VATSIM server. It's just automatic.
Interesting, I haven't checked that. Okay, so APU started up. Let's do the before start checklist. Flight deck door is closed. Fuel, correct amount. Passenger signs. Oops. Let's get the passenger sign on. Windows lock. MCP is set. Takeoff speed set. CDU pre-flight completed. Trim was set. Taxi briefing. Well, we'll go through that once we push back. And anti-collision lights on. And of course, we want to turn the street cars, is that what it's called? Smart cars on. Okay. Where's that? All right, let's call for pushback truck. All right, I'm calling my pushback truck. YBBN.
It's strange. I don't see the UPOLO 9 Alpha.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
On my charts.
Okay, let me tell you what that is. It's a Big Sad 1 RNAV.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, it's strange, you know, they don't show the UPOLO.
It's chart 10-3 Bravo.
Yeah, I have that.
Anti-collision is on. Pushing back.
Special traffic, the Qantas 737 is on ISR flight plan to Cairns on the Apollo 9 Alpha's departure, or with runway 19 left, flight level 36.
You just got disconnected again.
Release parking brakes, please.
And I'm pushing back now.
Commencing push.
Alright.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, start at well. Let's put the bumps on. Starting engine number 2. So we're early. Pushing back. About 23 minutes early. Oh. I put the starter switch to continuous instead of ground. Motoring 21%. You know, you can do a straight back push back, and then you can do it, you know, you don't have to wait.
Yeah, in those stuff. So.
Okay. Fuel flow on.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
All right. So Chris is flying a 737-800 Qantas, and I'm of course in a Max 8 Bonza.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, engine 2 started. Now start engine number 1. Turn switch to ground, not continuous. Motoring 20% into. Fuel flow on. Okay, maybe you can fit in front of me. Okay, both engines started. Let's get them on the bus. Okay, let's check. Yeah. See the juice. APU dual bleed off. APU off. We don't need so much center tanks. Engine start switches to continuous. Probe heats on. Electrics on. Anti-collision's on. Okay, landing altitude. Nine feet, closest to 0. Flight level 360. Okay. That's fine. Check the controls. You can see them on the external view of the aircraft. Full right, full left, forward, back, rudder left, rudder right. Okay, so all checks out. Before taxi checklist. Generators are on, probe heat on. NTI is not needed. Isolation valves on auto. Engine start switches to continuous. Recall has been checked. Auto brake, RTO. Engine start levers idle to 10. Flight controls checked.
Brisbane traffic here, corner 737, and taxiing to holding point for runway 19 left. On Charlie 1, Bravo, onto Bravo 9. Corner 737.
All right. Brisbane traffic, Bonza 591 out of stand, I think it's 16. We'll be taxiing now to runway 19er left via Charlie 1 Bravo, Bravo 9er. Sorry, Charlie 1 Bravo Alpha 1. Brisbane traffic. Gosh, I was going to go the wrong way. Let's go. Parking brakes off. Just follow the guy ahead there. I just need to follow you.
Yep.
Looking right, looking left. Hey, that's the wrong way, buddy. We're going on 19er left.
Oh, fire.
Did you set it up that way, or did you just make a wrong turn? You call 19er left, right?
Yeah, that's 19er left. I got that back. Looks like I follow you.
The turtle wins the race. Okay. Yeah, I did go to the doctor and he gave me some nasal spray to take care of the post-nasal drip that's giving me the cough, and it works for a while, but now, you know, I still cough. So we're going Bravo, Alpha 1 holding point. Okay, let's go TARA. Lights on, weather and terrain on the post officer side. Let's put the strobe light on. I'm notorious about forgetting the strobe light. Oh, that's no good. Take a look at no traffic. Brisbane traffic, Bonza 591, lining up for an immediate departure, runway 19er left on a Big Sad 1 departure for Cairns. Brisbane traffic.
Approaching 19 left.
All right, Victor, you ready? You can see the pattern. Once we get airborne, I'll show you the departure. Oh, this taxiway gets you right to the lineup point. Very nice.
On runway 19
Okay,
left.
forward pressure under controls, throttle up 40%. Stabilize toga. Double T rate with a assumed temperature of, okay, takeoff thrust set, 32 degrees centigrade is the assumed temperature. Everyone coming up.
Traffic, lining up,
Rotate.
19 left.
Positive rate, gear up. Brisbane traffic, Bonza 591 airborne passing 1700 for 10,000. Okay, flex 1. N1 LNAV VNAV speed. Flaps up. Alright, so quick gander at the chart. We're on. Going to take that right hand turn shortly. Okay, after takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds are on.
River traffic, corner
Thanks,
10,
auto landing gear up. flaps up, no lights after takeoff checklist is completed. And our cruise out will be 360. Okay, let's wind it up now to flight level 360. Brisbane traffic, Bonza 591 now passing 8,000 for flight level 360. Final call, Brisbane traffic.
Brisbane traffic, quarter 737, airborne, passing flight level 2,400 for flight level 100.
Okay, target 7.7. I don't have a target, I need big set. See if we can catch Chris behind us. There he is on runway heading. Just turning now onto the SID.
We are airborne. We're ready to recline your seat. We like to start our flight. You may turn on your electronic device in about 10 minutes from now.
Oh, did he go offline? Are you still online, Chris? You just disappeared from AMD. Okay, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah, but disconnected. I have to keep looking every time I hear a beep, I know I got disconnected.
Perfect. So Big Sand is up here. That's where we want. We're going to record our first fuel check. Okay, so let's take a look at our journey. Showing you the whole screen right now. And this is the departure, Big Sand 1. And it goes up until Big Sand, you can see at the top of the page. And then this is the whole route. So you can see we're going to be hugging the coastline, the eastern coastline of Australia, eventually to come to Cairns. We have 800 miles to go. And now it's now about 2 o'clock Zulu, and we're scheduled to arrive around 3:53. So actually, we're about 1 hour 57 minutes from landing. And we're being tailed by Chris. Show that actually. I'm not sure how much you can see that, but he's right here, about 3,600 feet below me. Chris, what cruise out did you get?
360.
Yeah, so did I, but I'm looking at my FMC and it looks like I'll do better at 380. So I'm just going to announce amendment to the cruise altitude.
Okay.
Unicom traffic, Bonza 8591 is amending cruise altitude from 360 to 380, now climbing to flight level 380 through flight level 190. Okay, so we'll hit this button. That should update 380 up here. On the VNAV page, 380. And 380. We're good.
Where do you see that you get a better cruise in the cruise page?
On the cruise page, yeah.
Yeah, from mine is 250 280.
I've got mine as optimal is 375 and maximum is 386, and I'm closer to being optimal at 380 than 360.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks about the same almost. I'll stay with 260.
Roger. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll pass this out and just start switches to auto. Taking a gander at bat scope. Well, it's daytime in Australia, and so I didn't expect to get much traffic, but that makes for a very relaxing flight and allows me to get one step closer to closing the loop on my from Port Moresby to Port Moresby loop. I was noticing on the charts at Cairns that they all say localizer, localizer, but I'm assuming those are all actually ILS, because I remember talking to David about it. He said, yeah, it's their ILSs.
Strange, isn't it? Because it shows other localizers.
My ILS, sorry, if I look at it in my FMC, it says ILS 15.
I don't have any ILS of mine. They all RMF or localizer.
That's right, and that's the confusing thing, is that I know for sure the one that we're on, which is going to be localizer 1.5, it does behave as an ILS. And when I punched it in, if you're on the progress page and you press the init ref button, you'll be able to see what's been set up for the approach, and it says ILS 1.5 on that page.
Localizer Zulu 1.5, UPOLO 9 Alpha Star, and KASPI.
That's what I have. Localizer Zulu runway 15 KASPI. But that in my FMT that shows up as ILS. And I can attest when we flew from Port Moresby to Cairns, it worked like an ILS.
Where did you see it was showing as an ILS?
So just show your progress page on your FMC, and then when you, because I just don't know what other pages this works, but on the progress page, if you press the init ref button, you'll see the information for landing weights and all that, but on the bottom left you'll see what ILS is set up, or what approach has been set up. Just go to whatever page that you're set up for your landing configuration, you know, where you want to enter your gross weight and then what flap setting and all that. On the bottom left of that page, there's it says ILS 1.5 and then a course as well.
Yeah, I see that. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's just, it must be, I don't know, maybe outdated charts? I don't know. But then, let me check the date. No, this is 1 March 2024, so it's current. Oh, wait a minute. That chart does have ILS. ILS Zulu or localizer Zulu. Yeah, look at the chart. Okay.
Okay.
Big Sad 7.1. Okay, we've got 300 kilos of fuel, more than the plane, so very good. And then since we are also climbing to a higher altitude than the plane, we might have quite a bit of surplus. Let me just double check the landing weights. We've got about a 2,200 pound margin for
Alright, I'm gonna get off the topic for a while, or probably clean up dishes and bloody laundry. And I'll be back because we got about almost 2 hours to get to do.
Yep, that's cool. I'll let you know if there are any issues. Okay. So we're climbing through flight level 325 now for 380. Nice and smooth cruise. See if I can lay in the weather. Oh, the weather is already laid in. Look at this. Huh? So that is our area of ground we're going to cover. There's really not much weather. There's a little bit of specks around Brisbane, specks around Cairns.
Paul, I put my EDT onto on all the time. Can you hear me? Because I've got my cordless headset. I'm moving around the house.
Not really.
Can't hear me?
No, unless you know, like somebody screams at you know, I don't hear you.
How about now? Hello?
Yeah, only your voice. I hear your voice.
Yeah, because I'm on a Bluetooth headset, and I put my push to talk on for my Discord to on all the time. So I want to see how far I can still listen to you and maybe talk to you.
Yep, I got you're coming through 5 out of 5.
Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. How about this distance?
Very good, very good. How far away are you?
About 20 feet.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, a little bit of turbulence, so I put the seatbelt signs back on. Sometimes you have to look at the outside view of the plane to see the turbulence. That's definitely there, and then straight ahead you can also tell. Okay, passing flight level 364, 1280. Okay, let's take a look at how far away from us Captain Chris is. Okay, looks like he's about 10 miles behind us. Like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight attendants will shortly be making their way through the cabin to offer various beverages of your choice. There will also be a selection of goods available for purchase, and we can accept most credit cards, checks and cash. If there's anything we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Now
about
let's sit back,
580
relax
miles.
and enjoy the flight.
328. So around 228, we'll start tooling to set up the approach. But we're pretty confident we can expect ILS Zulu runway 15 take a look at that. It is what METAR. METAR is showing the winds 120 and 13. So that's good for 1.5. So with that, at least for starters, we can dial in ILS frequency 109.9. Okay, 109.9, 109.9, course 150. So the general rule for if you turn the seatbelt signs on again is that you're going to have calm conditions for at least 15 minutes before you switch them off again. And I'm going to assume it's all good, but let's go ahead and put on turbulence map. And that looks good. So let's see what comes out.
You hear me? Cool.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to press a button here. I'm just now I have to take a phone call. Now if I'm talking now, and I'm going to count to 10. Tell me when you stop hearing me, because then I know that the mute button on my headphone works. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I heard all the way to 10.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wrong button. What am I doing? Oh, one is a noise cancelling. That's noise cancelling. See. Okay, again. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I heard it all the way to 10.
Ah, useless bloody. I gotta see which one is the mute button. Anyway, okay, no problem.
Hey, and by the way, you disappeared from my ND.
Ah, okay, good.
Yeah, I don't see you on that scope.
Yeah, just connecting again. I should be back now.
Okay, I see you now.
Yeah, I see you, brother. I wonder why it's doing that. That's disconnecting every few minutes, every 5-10 minutes. Ah, gone again. Jeez.
Yeah, I see what you mean by the automatic server. There's no more choices.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something to do with that Microsoft issue.
And it's saying it's a problem with the network, the server, or whoever.
You know, knock on wood, I've had no issues at all here.
It says it's possibly closed by the remote host. Remote host?
Maybe it's what your remote host?
Yeah, I was wondering.
Loaf 6.6.
I'm gonna try to close my remote host and try again.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Zerdino, how are you doing? Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That's cool. Thanks for joining, man. Where are you from? And are you flying also? Or are you coming along for the ride? Let us know. Okay, so what's coming up? GLA is Gladstone. Gladstone is coming up. Why GLA? Gladstone. Let's see what Gladstone has for review. Oh, 6,299 feet. Have you ever flown into Gladstone?
No.
There's a 6,300 foot runway. And it looks like it's straight ahead. It's one of the waypoints on my route anyway. through on Unicom. Oh, maybe looks like Townsville. Yeah. That's where my other sim buddy David comes out. No, there's actually somebody also at Lena Byron Gateway Airfield, but actually they're not going there. They're going to Gold Coast. Or Jetstar 40. I think it's more likely to be there than the one at Townsville. So looking at the side of the aircraft I have set up for the external view, that actually is perfect for a runway 15 arrival. Yeah, we're doing very well. So optimal now is showing at flight level 378 and we're at 380. So we're right around optimal. Okay, we're close enough, about an hour away from top of descent. So let's let's go ahead and start setting up for the arrival. So we've got the ILS frequencies and the course is set up. So what more can we do? Let's take a look at that ILS. So it looks like our intercept will be at 3,000 feet. And our miss approach is 3,007. And our parking is 16. could also take 17. Chris thinking 18. We'll plan on 16. Okay, next thing, let's go back to the chart. And minimums. Okay, so we gotta look at the other chart first. 400 feet. Okay. Let's document or GLA. This is airfield, I forget the name of it. But it's also a waypoint. Let's do fuel check. Let's wow, beautiful, clear. So from that side of the aircraft, you're looking over the ocean. Straight ahead, you can see the coastline. Okay, we just went over Gladstone. 6.3. Okay, and run lines a little bit further, about 106 miles. So just for greens, let's let's build our landing through virtual pilot performance. Okay, for the landing en route, we're going to Cairns, YBCS, runway 15, ignore gradient, let's recycle the weather, pull it in, flaps, let's try to go with 30, we're 400 pounds over, let's assume we'll be 500 pounds, sorry, 500 kilos over. So our planned landing weight was 67.1 tons, so the revised landing weight should be 67.6. And let's go ahead and calculate. Oh. So it's 67.6. So 67. So 67,000. Okay. So if you want to take a look at what I'm doing, we're using the virtual performance tool to calculate the landing configuration on runway 15. the runway ramp on. Okay, let's take a look at where we want to make it. So, coming in landing 1-5. Probably Bravo 3 would be ideal. Bravo 4 we could do also, but Bravo 3 would be perfect. Oh, Bravo 3 is too short. So we'll go for Bravo 4. Idle reverses, Bravo 4, auto brakes 3. Auto brakes 3. So we're going to do the 67.6. About 31.47 knots. Okay, let's leave it at that. So we're expecting to vacate. Bravo 4. It would be great if we could make Bravo 3, which is the same as Alpha 2. Bravo 3. That's max manual. It's an awful lot of braking power. Alpha 3 is what? Yeah, it doesn't help us. Obviously, it's wrong side. So we'll just do Bravo 4. And come back on Bravo Charlie 3 to the bay. Lost Chris again. Temperature looks okay. It's there for diff pressure, 8.2, and cabin altitude looks like about 8,500 feet. I've got to recalibrate those, see if they aren't too high. I feel fine. And if that's the cabin altitude, it seems to work for me.
Sunshine traffic, Newfoundland 168, taxiing out on point runway 13 to backtrack.
So let's take a look. Maybe I can look up Google Earth. Try to see where we are. Google Earth. Put some label. Yeah, so what we're passing over now is it's like Herbert Creek, Mangrove Island, Allendale Island, Long Island. That's kind of like the area. Runless coming up, 16.5 miles. Okay, run low. 3 miles to go. 5.9. So 400 kilos over. That's been consistent for the last 200 miles. Next one, Okra. So there is a Jetstar going in the opposite direction. Actually from Townsville to Brisbane. Probably too far away for us to see. We have to be within 40 miles. It's just pretty tiny bit. So if he's more than 40 miles away, we won't see him on a it's possible we'll be grazing them. But I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, now I see you again.
Yeah. I tried even the normal one that you do on the main PC, just to see whether it's the remote host is a problem. But even the normal D-Pilot app, the executive also the same thing. It cuts out after a few minutes. So I don't know what's going on.
Maybe the Microsoft updates are putting your connectors to sleep, but you're still online?
Yeah, I'm online. The thing is, it's there's no connectors. It's just internet, and everything else is working fine. Every other thing that's connected to the internet is all working fine. It's just a connection to the VATSIM. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Keep going on and off, on and off, on and off.
Yeah, what a pain.
Huh.
We used to solve that problem with, maybe the auto is automatically going to the most proximate server, and then so if that server is no good, you're getting lousy service.
Yeah. I think I'm on 3.70 version, what do you call it? I'm not sure what it is now.
Okay, let me check mine. But usually the updates, I automatically do them, but I'll check.
Same. Yeah, same.
Where is it? Settings.
I'm on 3.90.
Check for vPilot updates on channel. Updates. I don't even know where to see the version anymore.
The window that pops up for vPilot, you scroll all the way up to the top, you see when it first starts, you see the version number.
You see what?
The version number.
But where do you see that?
You know, on your window for vPilot?
Yep.
Okay, you see it connecting, going to VATSIM, voice server connected, blah, blah, blah. Scroll to the bar on the right side all the way to the top.
Okay, 390.
Yeah, so same version.
There are some performance options, like
Yeah.
the number of aircraft you track and all that. If you maybe if you reduce that down, maybe that'll have an effect.
Never had it before.
Yeah, unlikely to be the issue.
Yeah. It's a connection to the VATSIM vPilot server.
Well, just open a ticket with them.
We've got 40 minutes to descend, so I'm just going to, I didn't have time to put the dishes in the water. Be back in a while.
Okay. So you can see my top of descent is right over waypoint Rumka. So I'll do a final fuel check at Rumka and then adjust my landing configuration at Rumka. So you can see myself, Chris on the Manscope. I'm in Gentle Triangle and Chris is Qantas 737, QFA 737. So we're over water now. And then I'm going to show you also that on the arrivals. So basically, we're going to do a deep dive into the arrivals work. But, coming in like this, and when we do it, loop bank around, the actual star is just that green segment. And then we follow the arc of the localizer. It's actually ILS 1.5 with KASPI transition. So really, the whole focus of our review is going to be right here. So let's take a look. So I'm going to go to my legs page. And I'm just reviewing the legs versus the chart. So we are on the Apollo 9er Alpha arrival. It's just the green bar. first waypoint is YOLO, and there's no restrictions at YOLO. And then it's Bercy and then KASPI, so there's no restrictions on either of those. It's just when you start the arrival, which is ILS runway 15. Now you've got the chart for the ILS part. So at KASPI, oh, that's interesting. KASPI was supposed to be at 3,700. And where is that? Delta 115 Alpha. Delta 1. Delta 115 Bravo. A disconnect with the terminology. I've got a Delta 1580. Yeah, it's not matching up. Delta 115 Bravo. Okay, let's go to the plan view. Let's zoom in. Previous page. There's KASPI. Okay, 5 range. So then we're stepping through that. Delta 115 Alpha. So that's way up here. We don't have that on this chart. Let's see if there's another chart that has that stuff. So airport approach. Airport. Looks like the system is pulling ILS whiskey data. So let's step through it. Apollo, Percy, KASPI, right? And then Delta 115 Alpha. KASPI. No, that doesn't have that either. very strange. The chart is not exactly matching up. Let's try ILS whiskey. Really not much difference. Let's check what we have for our, we have localizer Livery Wi-Fi. So do we have an ILS? We don't? Okay, so we just have a disconnect. So it's very strange, I've never had this issue before. So just stepping through it anyway. I don't see any major overall difference. Let's put the data on. It shows us the altitudes. So just generally, stepping through that. So let's look at what we've selected. So as we make this turn, so that really is Charlie Fox 15, and we do have Charlie Fox 15. So we don't have those, but we do have Charlie Fox 15. And Charlie Fox 15 looks like we're looking for let's see, 3,500. Okay, but it bothers me, it's not the same. Okay, KASPI, we do have KASPI. KASPI, it says that we should be, KASPI should be 2,900. KASPI, we have 2,912. Yep, that's good. Okay. So what was the one before that? Okay. So at the intercept, it would be 3,540. It's here. Okay. It's close enough for government business, but I'm just a little bit disappointed that it's not exactly the same. So anyway, the missed approach, let's see if that looks familiar. Yeah, the missed approach. Turn back. You'll head off the bearing of 15 degrees, and radar vector to D14 ICS DME 3,700 feet. Okay. Close enough for government business. So we passed Ogro. Okay, we're 600 kilos above now, so let's take that. 600 kilos will be 67.7. There's a little bit of 147 plus 6, if I'm not mistaken, folks. VRAM was 6, so it's 147 plus 6, which is 153. So this is 67.7. QNH is 30.03. So 1017. And we do the runway graphing. Still more or less the same. Should be Bravo 4 with a minimal of reverse. So top of the fin is about 26 meters. All right, so top of descent is in 111 miles. At approximately 340, so in about 25 minutes. Catching up with an old friend of mine from very early college days. So I don't know what happened to Chris. Center on there, he's not showing up. We may have an issue when he shows up because we were kind of like on top of each other. Can't tell, but looking out to the left, there's just too many clouds. But we're coming up on Townsville. And then Palm Island Airfield beyond that. But otherwise it's Cairns. Look on the VATScope to see what the traffic situation looks like. Haven't heard anything. Yeah, this has disappeared. So there's Townsville. We can see the airfield. See 86 miles to top of descent. And about 200 miles to Cairns, to land at Cairns, and that's estimated to occur at 0354. So in about 34 plus 2, 36. We should be on the ground. On the runway, taxi. So another weird thing about the approach in the flight management computer is there's no runway indicator. Because normally what I do is when I'm stepping through the waypoints, when I get to the runway, I'll select it on the scratch pad and then go to the fixed page, punch it in there, and create the rings, 4 miles, 10 miles, and 20 miles. So this time, and this hasn't happened before, the approach plate just doesn't include the runway. So then I just chose the next closest thing, which was going to be the airport. And the airport is actually towards the other end of the runway. So, you know, my rings are maybe a mile too far. So what am I trying to say? when I get to the 4 mile, I'm actually more like 3 miles. So I have to take that and do it. Okay, we're about 50 miles away, and if I look at my legs page, the first restriction actually goes all the way down to 3,700 feet. I don't really want to dial it down to that much, so I'm just going to do 10,000, and then we'll adjust it further accordingly. So we can dial that down now, so we're ready. There's no ATC in the area. 10,000 feet set, and really I do want to be down at about 3,000. So when we'll dial it down to 3,000 after we get close to that. And when we get to the top of the set, we'll take another fuel check and then make a quick adjustment for landing configuration. It's actually 3,700. My mistake. It's that solid. You can see here. I was taking the intercept point to be 2,900, but actually, if you look at the way the glide slope is, it's 3,700. In fact, the intercept point, it looks like 3,500. So we're doing 3,700. We'll still be under the glide slope. So. VF15. Let's see what the 11 is. 3,540. Yeah. Gosh. Let's just make it 3,500. Yeah, there's just mismatch between the charts and what's in the flight management computer. I mean, I'm inclined to follow the computer because that's what the automated flight that we are following. Okay, so we've got VNAV path, so we should start descending automatically. And looking at the VNAV page, next page, the cruise. Speed on descent is 290 knots. Top of descent in 20 miles. About 10 miles, 12 miles behind. 10 miles to top of descent. Let's get the QNH one more time. One 1017, no change. $123 miles from Cairns. Cairns traffic, Bonza 591 with you at flight level 380, top of descent in 2 miles. And we will be descending from flight level 380 for 10,000 feet, expecting the Apollo 9 Alpha arrival and ILS Zulu runway 15 approach. Estimated time of arrival is 0354 Zulu. So in about 25 minutes from now, Cairns traffic. Okay, descent checklist. Pressurization and landing altitude has been set. It's close to 0. Recall. Check. Auto brakes set to 3. Landing data 30 and 147 with a modifier of 6, so it'll be 153. But we're going to check that in a second. Approach briefing has been concluded. Okay, descent check was complete. So let's take a look at what room car was. 4.8. Okay, so it's consistent now. It's 600 over, so let's double check we have that. So it'll be 67.7. 67.7. Okay, no change. So it is check what the modifier is, 7 knots. So 7 knots added to 147 will be 154 knots. Do another update. And download. Okay. So let's take a look at the runway graphic. Yeah, still about the same. And the VRF additive is set. 154 knots. So let's take a look at our chart again. Can you read that? Passing through flight level 292, 10, 10,000. You can see on the vertical situation display here, those green dots there, those are deceleration points as we get to 10,000 feet. So we need to be 250 knots off below 10,000 feet. It does go down to 2,900. We'll just follow it down, and once we've captured the ILS, then we can reset it to 3,700 feet. 20 minutes to landing. Let's get everybody in their seats. Interesting, it's calling the localizer. We just passed by. See if this is the same. Here's the same. No signs of any precipitation. Passing 170 for 10,000. Transition out to the stop. Cairns traffic, Bonza 591 inbound waypoint UPOLO, 20 miles. We are expecting the Apollo 9er Alpha arrival and ILS Zulu runway 15 with a KASPI transition. Estimated time of arrival, runway 15 is 0353, about 14 minutes from now. Cairns traffic. So let's dial this down to 3,700.
Okay, traffic, corner 776. Flight level 182 for the arrivals of Cairns, Zulu 9 Alpha, the ILS runway 15, currently 39 miles to UPOLO.
He's still there. seeing any precip.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you store any electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate, as use of such devices could interfere with the electronic landing equipment on board the aircraft. In final preparation for landing, please ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened, your seatbacks are in the upright position, and your tray tables are stowed. Any hand luggage should be underneath the seat in front of you or placed in the overhead locker. The flight attendants will be passing through the cabin one last time to complete their final compliance check and to collect any remaining cups or glasses.
Diesel. Airfield to our left. Too many clouds to see anything. Okay, when we get to KASPI, we can slow ourselves down. I'd like to do the intercept at about 185 knots. Coming up on KASPI. Flaps 1. flaps 5. Speed check, flaps 5, flaps 5. Let's take it down to 2,900. That should be sufficient. Cairns traffic, Bonza 591 is left base, runway 15. Cairns traffic. Approach mode armed.
Captain crew, take your seats for landing.
Door lock, glide slope. Okay, gear down. That's on. Cairns traffic, Bonza 591, fully established ILS, runway 15, about 8 miles final, Cairns traffic. Sorry, correction, about 12 miles final, Cairns traffic. Okay, flaps 15, speed check, 200 knots, flaps 15. Bravo 4 because I really don't think we can make Bravo 3. Here we go, runway in sight. Okay, flaps 30, speed check. Flaps 30 is 175, flaps 30. And it was VREF plus 7, so we should have 154. Okay, let's reset that MCP altitude to 3,700. And let's do the landing checklist. The landing checklist, engine start switches to continuous, speed brakes are on. Landing gear is down and flaps are set at 30 and green lights. Landing checklist completed. So our vacate will be a left-hand vacate.
Traffic on center return is 16 miles final for runway 15, turning left base now to establish on the island on the center return.
Cairns traffic. Bonza 591 short finals, runway 15, Cairns traffic. Okay, so we are 1,750 radio altimeter. Look at that mountainous terrain. Amazing, right? Oops, let's get you. Okay. 1,500 radio altimeter. Chris is going to be landing right after us.
1,000.
Cairns traffic, Quantum 1037 is fully established on the island 415. 9 miles per hour.
Okay, so it's about 5 miles behind me. Okay, autopilot disconnect.
Approaching 1, 5.
Check.
Approaching minimums.
Check.
Minimums.
Landing.
300.
Auto throttle disconnect.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverses. Just not gonna make Bravo 3. Okay, we'll carry on to Bravo 4.
Approaching 3, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will take the captain a few moments to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will be the only indication that it is safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any hand luggage. This is the termination of our flight, so we ask that you check the seatback pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening overhead lockers, as some items may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
Cairns traffic, Bonza 579 vacated, deactive at Bravo 4. Okay, let's just turn onto Bravo so we can watch Captain Chris landing. Taxi back to Charlie 3. And our parking bay is 16.
Cairns traffic, 137 is landing on runway 15. 2.3 miles per hour.
So there's Chris coming in. you bleed on.
Traffic, traffic.
There's Chris landing. Okay, let's see where the heck we are. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, traffic on the station is cleared of runway 15 on Bravo.
Which exit did you get? Okay, we got turn the strobes off. CZ to our right. Okay, he went Bravo 4. Yeah, looks like you got Bravo 4 just like me. And parked at 3:58. Powering down. Elapsed time 2 hours and 2 and 57. Ground power. Let folks out of their seats. Ground power is producing. So APU bleed off and APU off. So request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
Off, pumps off. Fuel remaining for 4288.
Passengers bus is coming.
And set times. Takeoff was at 0150. Landing was at 0353. Okay. Our directors off. And let's go through this. All pumps off. Probe heat, window heat all off. Electrics off. Lights off.
Passengers boarding starting.
Firmware off. Okay. We're set. And now we look for the $64 million question of our landing rate. There's Chris, nicely parked. There's our passenger truck. And the view from outside. Looking out my left window. Okay, so landing rate. Okay, the PIRAP has been filed. Landing rate was minus 62 feet per minute. That's awesome. Can't argue with that. So folks, hope you enjoyed that flight. It was very relaxing with no ATC. So we will catch you on the next flight, and not sure when that will be. Likely we'll have more flights this week before the Olympics. But thanks for tagging along, much appreciated, and enjoyed your comments. Those that did comment, we'll catch you later.